So, hey, BookTube and AuthorTube, just an announcement right here about some things that are going to be coming up. Now, you've probably by now seen that I'm going to be participating in NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month for 2020, which takes place in November this year. And as part of that, I'm kicking around an idea that I think I'm going to do because I'm a copycat and because most people are copycats. So I'm going to copy what some other people are doing. I'm thinking about doing some writing sprints to just kind of maybe offer some insight into some things that I do when I'm writing and how I come up with ideas and how I do things bad and good in terms of my writing style and my approach to writing. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and that'll help me to stay on track, I think, for NaNoWriMo. So probably at least once a week I'll do like some writing sprints and or some writing updates to let you know how I'm progressing with the novel that I'm trying to draft. Now, National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo, 50,000 words in the month, which is a goal, and that's actually a pretty ambitious goal. I've done that, and I've done more than that in a month before, so it's not something that's impossible to do. One of the challenges for me is that I'm actually finishing up a book that I'm writing that I'm actually really excited about. And so as I come toward the end of October, I'm like not wanting to pump the brakes on this story that I'm writing right now because I really want to finish it up. So I've got pretty much the rest of this week to finish up that story, and I'm really right there at the end. I'm like at the 11th hour in like 33 minutes. So I'm really right there at the end, and just getting ready to put the last period in the end at the end of it. So for that first draft. So I'm really trying to finish that up so I'm not distracted from the novel that I have outlined. And this novel that I have outlined, it's I have never written, there maybe is one that's close, but I've really pretty much never written a more detailed outline than the one that I have for this book for NaNoWriMo. And the biggest reason that I did this is because I don't want to stall. I don't want to get to where I typically stall, I think, is probably at about somewhere between 10 and 20,000 words is like where I stall if I don't have it outlined well enough. That's typically where I stall. Usually if I get to 25, 30,000 words, then I'll usually finish the novel. And for me, my novel length books typically go in the 60 to 70,000 and up range, usually no more than 90,000 words. So I think 50,000 is very doable for National Novel Writing Month, and I'm hoping that I will be able to give you guys some updates as to what I'm doing, how I'm progressing. I might not be doing as much reading in the month of November, but then again, maybe I will. I didn't get as much reading done in October because I really started writing a little bit more once I got settled or solved some technical issues with my computer, which incidentally died, and I had to buy a new computer. But I do know how to fix the computer, and it's probably a $30, $40 fix. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to fix it myself since I have the newer computer. I'll see if I can resurrect the old computer and to have a backup computer. So instead of contributing one more computer to my graveyard, I will actually have a second. Actually, technically, it's a third functioning computer. The other one is a Chromebook, which doesn't really work as well for the things that I like to do. So anyway, I digress. That's a sidebar there. But I'm really excited about National Novel Writing Month. NaNoWriMo should be a lot of fun. I have a story that I'm really, really excited about. Just done some really thorough work with the outline, and I think it's going to have me on point, and I think it's going to really put me in a great position not to stall in my writing. And I think this time I'm going to take the approach of just running through it and just writing it and not overthinking it and going back and working on stuff and tweaking stuff. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just write it, get it all down, and try to get the whole book down as best I can in the month of November. Again, not just, cause I tend to go back and forth and start tweaking stuff, and I just don't want to do that. I'm going to try to stop myself from doing that. So discipline is going to be the word that I'm going to need for the month of November. NaNoWriMo, excited about it. I'm going to keep you guys updated as much as I can with some writing sprints and some probably writing update vlogs to let you know how things are going and to maybe give you some insight as to the way I do things in terms of writing. Maybe it's the way that you guys do it. Maybe it's not the way that you guys do it. Those of you who are writers out there, if you're participating in NaNoWriMo, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you're just curious about NaNoWriMo and you want to chat about it, again, just hit me up with some comments below. Or find me on Twitter or Facebook or wherever, and we can chat things up, or on Goodreads as well. So apparently that's what Goodreads is for, though most people don't tend to use it that way, at least from my experience. But again, that's another digression. I'm excited about NaNoWriMo and just wanted to update you that I'm going to probably be doing some writing sprints and some writing vlogs just to let you know how things are going and to give you a little bit more insight as to my approach for how I write. And again, might be different than yours, might be very similar to yours. We shall find out.